Good afternoon, students. Today I will start a BSc 6th semester. The chapter is the physical chemistry chapter, that is electrochemical cells. So what is electrochemical cells? The electrochemical cells means usually lipo cells, everyday cells, and having different chain of goods cells is there. So those cells will be called as a primary cells. They will be called as a primary cells. Then second one is secondary cells. What is secondary cells? The secondary cells means it can be used in that is automobiles as well as the inverters. In the houses we can use the power for the power generation. We can use what is called as inverters. In the inverters as well as automobiles we can use that is secondary, the batteries are secondary cells and the primary cells are used for the torches or the wall clocks or anyone is there. So those cells will be called as primary cells. So these primary cells will be contains so the different structures will be like this the primary cells are the primary battery cells. So in the primary cells you can use the anode. You can use the anode is zinc rod and the cathode is manganese sulfate, the manganese hydroxide is so this diagram will be the like this so that is primary cells. Primary cells. So this is the primary cells will be having the equation at anode. At anode we will be having a zinc rod that is solid. It decomposes into Zn plus 2 plus 2 electrons will be liberated, and at the cathode, underneath a cathode, so the reaction occurs like this is the manganese dioxide MnO2 plus the NH4 plus 1 plus electrons will be liberated to form a compound the MnOH plus ammonia will be liberated. The ammonia will be liberated. So usually in any of the primary cells, that is a lipo cell or everyday cell or a chain goods, the cell will be used for torches. Will be used for torches as well as a wall clocks. So those cells will be called as primary cells. The primary cells will be made up of what is called as a zinc and manganese rod is there. So the zinc rod will be used as anode, and the cathode will be used the ammonia as ammonium ions as well as the manganese dioxide is there. So at the anode actual database means the solid zinc will be decomposed into Zn plus 2 plus the 2 electrons will be liberated. The 2 electrons will be liberated, and then the manganese dioxide MnO2 will be reacted with ammonium ion and electrons. So these electrons are produced from the zinc solid. That is at the anode, the liberated electrons will be reacted with the manganese dioxide with ammonium ions to form MnOOH plus ammonia will be liberated. The ammonia will be liberated. So these are all the made up of what is called as the anode and cathode in the cells. So the diagram of this the primary cell will be like this is so this cell so at the center there will be a carbon rod. This is a carbon rod. Center there will be a carbon rod. This carbon rod will be immersed at the center. Then we will be having this side there will be a zinc cup. This is a zinc cup. It will be used as a cathode. Zinc cup will be used as a cathode. On the right side there will be what is called as a manganese dioxide plus what is called as carbon black. Carbon black plus ammonium chloride paste. Ammonium chloride paste. So in this diagram, so that is for the primary cell, the construction of the primary cell will be like this as well. At the center there will be a carbon rod in any cell is there. So toward the left side of the carbon rod will be used the zinc cup that will act as cathode, and the right side will be having manganese dioxide, the carbon black plus the ammonium chloride. It will be acts as the anode. So it will be acts as anode. It produces a power. It produces a power. This is what is called as construction of a primary cell. Okay. These primary cells are used in what is called as the lipo cells are everyday, or the batteries or the radios. In the olden days, they can use 6 cells or the 4 cells or the 8 cells, the batteries. So for the radios, the running of the radios, then wall clocks. In the wall clocks, we can use what is called as the small cells. Those are all the cells will be used for what is called as a primary cell. That one used for the primary cell cells. So the next is the second one, what will be called as secondary cell cells. What is secondary cell cells? The secondary cell means so either these cells are used in what is called as automobiles as well as inverters. Automobiles and the inverters. In the inverters, there will be charging and discharging. When the current will becomes, when power will comes in the house, we can use the inverters. So that it will be the charging. That it will be a charging is. If a current will be, the power will be off, switch off. In the houses, the power will switch off or the cut off of the power by the KV people says there. That energy, the stored energy will be discharged. So that is called as secondary batteries. That is called as secondary batteries in the automobiles, like 4-wheelers or the 2-wheelers, or we have the 6-wheelers or the 10-wheelers of the vehicles. They can use the batteries for the running of the vehicles. They can use the secondary batteries. These secondary batteries are made up of what is called as the first one. That is the first one will be called as the lead battery cell, the lead storage battery. Usually the inverters and the automobiles, they can use what is called as lead storage batteries. So usually in our houses we can use the inverters. Those inverters are made up of lead storage batteries and as well as what is called as the automobiles they can use, that is these cells. So these cells will be construction of what is called as the first one is that is anode, the secondary cells. The secondary cells. So the secondary cells will consist of the anode and cathode is there. At anode actually the reaction will be occurs. At anode will be the reaction will be occurs, that is a lead compound will be reacted with a sulfate. Will be reacted with a sulfate to form a compound lead sulfate. A solid plus 2 electrons will be liberated. So usually the lead storage batteries you can use what is called as a lead rod, the lead the metal, as well as you can add the 38% of sulfuric acid. You can use 38% of sulfuric acid. So then at the cathode, the reaction will be occurs, that is lead oxide plus the lead oxide plus SO4 minus 2 plus 4H plus. The sulfate will be aqueous and the water is also the aqueous to form a compound, a lead sulfate. A lead sulfate plus 2H2O will be liberated. So this is what is called as the solid and this is a liquid. This is a liquid. Now the overall reaction. Now there is a overall reaction for what is called as a lead storage battery. The overall reaction for a lead storage battery, that is at the cathode, the first at anode, the reaction will occurs in secondary cells will be like this. The lead metal will be reacted with the sulfuric acid in the form of aqueous to form lead sulfate plus free electrons will be liberated. So further at the cathode means a lead oxide will be reacted with the sulfate plus hydrogen ions to form the lead sulfate as solid plus the water will be liberated. So now the overall reaction for this one, that is in the secondary cell. So what is the reaction will be occurs? So that is a PB, that is S, the lead is solid, plus PbO2 plus of PbO2 plus 2H2SO4 plus 2H2SO4. This is a solid and this is aqueous, and then finally it forms a compound what is called as PbSO4 plus 2H2O will be liberated. So both the anode and the cathode, the reaction, that is overall reaction, is the lead metal will be reacted, the lead oxide, so plus the 2H2SO4, the aqueous is there, that is sulfuric acid, we can get lead sulfate plus the 2H2O. This lead sulfate will be used for what is called as the production of the power. The production of the power is both the primary cells and secondary cells will be used for the production of the power is there. So the primary cells capacity is, each cell is 1.5 volts, 2 volts or 3 volts like that is there. But inverters or the what is called as UPS or the inverters or the automobiles, they can use the high voltages, that is 230 volts or the 220 volts like that is there. They can use what is called charging of the batteries is important. The charging of the batteries is important. So that is in the first one what is called as zinc, we can use it is there. In the first case, in the primary cells, we can use zinc is there, and second one is manganese is. But here the lead storage batteries, batteries is important is there. These batteries will be used for a long life. Suppose a charging and discharge in the process will be continuous is there. So this is called as a function of what is called as secondary, the cells are the secondary batteries is. So these batteries are used in the automobiles as well as the inverters as well as the inverters. So another one, the secondary cells of the secondary batteries is this one is the cadmium and nickel cell is the cadmium and nickel cell. When compared to the lead cells, the lead storage batteries and the cadmium and nickel storage batteries, the cadmium nickel storage batteries, the life is more than the lead storage batteries. So, but the cost of production is the cadmium nickel battery is more than that is the lead storage batteries. But here the cadmium and the maintenance is also very, very important, as well as these cells are very, very costly for the manufacture for these cells. Okay. So next is what is called as this cadmium cells. So that is overall the cell for the cadmium is this one is the cadmium is solid plus what is called as 2Ni OH thrice. This is nickel hydroxide to get a compound cadmium oxide plus 2Ni the OH twice plus H2O will be liberated. So this is occurs a reaction in what is called as a cadmium and nickel storage cells. Cadmium nickel storage cell, that is this cell will be called as secondary cell. This cell will be called as a secondary cell. Okay. So next the third one is what is called as a fuel cells. What is a fuel cells? The fuel cells means in the olden days we can use the production of chemical energy into the electrical energy by using what is called as the fuel oils or the fuels or fossil fuels. The fossil fuels means like for example we will be having coal or the briquettes or we'll be having oils. So all these will be used for the burning of these fuels. Burning of these fuels into what we will get the energy is there, that is chemical energy will be converted into the electrical energies. The chemical energy will be converted into the electrical energy. So this is a function of the fuel cells. So this fuel cells will be consist of what is called as there is a cathode and anode. In this side we have to pass the oxygen gas, and in this side we have to pass the hydrogen is there. At the center there will be an This is an elimination of water, and it will be acts as a cathode, and it will be acts as the anode electrodes. The anode, the electrode, and this is called as aqueous electrolyte. This is aqueous electrolyte. Aqueous electrolyte. In the thermal plants, you can use a burning of the coal, or the burning of wood, or burning of any fossil fuels. Continuously you have to supply the fossil fuels, then it will be burned, some energy, chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy. So that is called as a fuel cells. So these are fuel cells. Again we have to produce often and often you have to produce what is called as fossil fuels, burn it and you can get the energy, that energy will be discharged. So that is a process. But there is a main important thing is here, this fossil fuels, the burning of fossil fuels in the what is called thermal plants. So that it will be causes air pollution. That is the main drawback. So the air, it causes the air pollution is there. So that's why it produces carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, like all those gases is there. To avoid for that one, we can use for the modern technology is what is called as a fuel cells. The fuel cells means in the modern technology. This is called as the modern technology by using the production of energy by using what is called as the fuel cells. The fuel cells. So in this fuel cells, we can use either what is called as the oxygen or the methane or the methanol. We can use oxygen or the methane or the methanol. These three compounds are used for the manufacture of what is called as fuel cells. Either you have to burn the hydrogen, or you have to burn what is called as the methane, or you have to burn the methyl alcohol. You have to get what is called as this oxygen, the fuel cells. So this fuel cells, this is construction of the fuel cells. This is construction of a fuel cell. The one side there is we can pass hydrogen gas, the other side we can pass the oxygen gas. At the center there will be construction of aqueous electrolyte, and this is anode electrode and this is cathode is there. If we heated this one hydrogen, the oxygen gas, it can be converted into the water is there. That the water will be evaporated, so that we can get the cell of the fuel cells. So these fuel cells, the reaction will be occurs will be like this is there. The reaction will be occurs like this. So these reactions of the fuel cells will be like this is so that is at cathode. There will be a cathode. So this cathode, the reaction will be occurs like this is the oxygen. This is oxygen in the gas form will be reacted with 2H2O plus what is called as 4 electrons. We have to get a compound what is called as 4OH minus. This is a liquid. At cathode, the oxygen will be reacted with the water and the electrons will be consumed to get the 4OH minus. Then at anode, in the what is called as the fuel cell, at anode actually what happens, the hydrogen gas will be reacted with the 4 hydroxyl ions, that is to get a compound, the 4H2O plus the 4 electrons will be liberated. So this is a liquid and this is the aqueous and this is what is called as a gas. So we have to get this compound is what is called as the anode 2H2 plus OH minus 4OH minus gives rise to the 4H2O plus 4 electrons will be liberated. Then finally the overall reaction Now finally, the overall the reaction of the construction of what is called as hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. This is very important cell, the hydrogen oxygen the fuel cell. So if you light the cigars, you can use what is called as the cigar of that is the lightning. So that will be filled with what is called as either the methane gas, or will be having methyl alcohol, or will be having the hydrogen gases, the hydrogen liquid. So the overall reaction is that is 2H2 plus O2. 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. This is the gas. Hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is also a gas, and this is converted into a liquid. This is converted into a liquid. So this production of the power is nearly 70% more than the production of the power in the thermal plants by burning the fossil fuels. In the fossil fuels, the drawback is air pollution. It produces much of air pollution, but in this cell, the hydrogen oxygen the fuel cell, it cannot produce any that is pollution to the atmosphere. This is hydrogen oxygen a fuel cell. So the fuels you can use in this system is the hydrogen gas, or will be having the methane gas, or if you use the methyl alcohol. These three compounds will be used as the fuels for the construction of the cells. The best cell is hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. The hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. This cell will be having the 70% more power. It produces 70% more power in the what is called as the hydrogen oxygen fuel cells. This is called as the hydrogen and oxygen fuel cell. Fuel cells. So this completes my topic, that is electrochemical cells.